Yo, what's up? How's everyone doing? Everyone's doing amazing. And today we are back. We're back. And I was literally looking the other day, and I was thinking, there's been so many remakes, so many remasters, so many new games coming to the platforms. If you're on PC, we have PlayStation giving Naughty Dog games, PlayStation games to Steam. We had remastered of games like The Last of Us, like Uncharted for PS4. There's been so many different games that have been brought up and given to us as players, to enjoy, enjoy old games, and it made me think, what is some games that are not yet being remastered, but they should definitely 100% get remastered. And I really want to focus on this today. And today we're going to discuss my top 5 picks, together with a couple of honorable mentions of which games definitely the remastered, because we need more. We cannot, we need more. Let me hear that, let me tell you that. Alright, so honorable mentions, let's start with those, because I think there's some games that I'm super hyped if they made a remake, but they don't really make my top 5 at the moment, but they're still amazing games. The first one is a God of War Remastered series. I want to play the old God of Wars. I would love to play God of War Ghost of Sparta again, God of War 2. I think it was so fun at the time. I grew up playing God of War Ghost of Sparta. I would love to play again on PS5. It was such a fun, short game, but it was super fun, playing as Kratos. I think that's what introduced me as well to the God of War, world. It was Ghost of Sparta. So I would love to see another, a remaster of that game. Okay, so secondly is the Call of Duty Black Ops Remastered. I know you can play them on PC, and you can play on PS3, but I would love to replay Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 on next gen. I think it was such a unique game. I grew up with Black Ops 1. I remember coming home, afternoons after school and popping on this, playing the campaign. It was so fun. I would love to replay the campaign. I would love to re-experience the campaign of Black Ops 1, the Vietnam missions, the numbers memes. So it was so fun. I would love to rewatch all of that, replay all of that. So for me, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, definitely honorable mention, not top 5, but I would love to play those. Then I think another really good game that I don't know if a lot of people remember, but Prototype. Prototype was so fun back in the day. It was a mixture of Venom and Doom, where you basically get infected with this virus that gives you this bioweapon abilities, where you can transform your arms into bioweapons. So for example, you had blades, you had tentacles, you could fly around, you can mutate and transform yourself into someone. So if you killed someone, you can look at their memories, you can take their shape, and it was just such a fun game. There was also a sequel where you play as an army sergeant who gets infected, and then you fight against the guy from Alex, the main character from the first game. It was such a fun game overall. I really had fun playing it, and I would love a remaster of both games. I think it would be so much fun to replay those memories. The next one is, and probably the last one, and the honorable mention is Tom Clancy Future Soldier. I absolutely loved that game. It was so much fun playing it. The characters were all super cool. The missions were really fun. I remember there's one mission, which is probably my favorite mission in the whole game, where you play as a solo and you have to go and infiltrate a prison, and you cannot be seen. Literally, the aim of the mission, you can't be seen, you can't be heard, so you have to be stealth the whole way. And the mission starts by you parachuting from space into this one area, so you get detected. It was so fun. And the fact that you could go invisible, you have all these cool gadgets. It was such a fun game. And also there was that one, the shooting was way advanced for this time. We think of Call of Duty, we think of game like Crysis as well. Those games are really I think not took inspiration, but were really similar to Tom Clancy Future Soldier. And then Wildlands came from it, Breakpoint came from it, and Breakpoint was a bit of a disappointment. So which game should be in position number 5? And for me, in my humble opinion, that is Infamous. Infamous came out in 2009, I believe, and it was a PlayStation 3 game, and it was a pretty freaking fucking cool game, I want to say. It was a game of this guy, Cole, who gets he's caught in a terrorist attack, I think, or an explosion, and basically gains electrocuting powers. He gains basically electricity powers. It becomes you can control electricities, and in the game you have the choice whether to be a hero, whether to be a villain. I remember I have a really cool memory about this game where I didn't manage to finish it. I have this cool memory of the first island, the sewer level, where you basically have to defeat a bunch of like the gang members in the sewers, and I got stuck there. I couldn't beat it and I gave up the game. But I really remember liking the comic style cutscenes. I remember liking the intro was really cool when he was like kind of explaining his backstory and how he became the person that he is now. And also this other games, you know, there's Infamous 2 as well, there's Infamous Second Light, Second Son. So there were games after that. So I do think it was an amazing game, and I don't know a lot about it. Like, it's probably like in my list, it's one of those games that I remember having really positive feelings about it, but I don't have a lot of memories around it. I don't remember the levels that much, but I can tell you that, you know, looking at the reviews, I have the reviews pulled up right now. Like IGN gave it a 9.2 out of 10, Amazon gave it 4.5 out of 5, Google users gave it 96%, so like clearly this game has a lot of potential and a big fan base, and I think, I mean, I would love to play it again. I know loads of people would love to play it again, so I think it should definitely be a game that should be remastered in PlayStation, or at least should be available to cloud stream. I would love it though as a remastered, you know, the whole Infamous 1, 2 as well. Like, I think it will be so fun to play. Alright, so we're in position number 4 now. Originally I had put God of War here, and then I moved God of War into the honorable mentions, so I think a lot of people will be annoyed about my decision, because the game I really want remastered is a collection of games, but I think it will really go well on the one game, is a Ratchet & Clank remastered, especially 3 games, Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty, and A Crack in Time. And I know A Crack in Time, I'm pretty sure you can replay on Cloud Stream, but I just would love a remastered. Like, I think there's definitely an audience for Ratchet & Clank games, you know, I will play them like 100%, but there's also, like, you know, we've seen in 2018 with Ratchet & Clank been releasing and did really well. In 2020 we had Rift Apart that went really well as well. Like, I think I played Rift Apart, I loved it, I thought it was a great game, great, you know, storytelling. So I think there's definitely a market and an audience for these games, and also like the memories behind it. I'm sorry, Tools of Destruction was so fun. Like the map was so massive. I remember you could go in different areas of the map and explore. Exploration was such a big part of it. That's where I learned how to explore more, you know, in games, because like that's the games I was playing on PS3. Quest for Booty is amazing, even though it's very short, but it's just like 3-hour game. It was so much fun. I loved it. It was one of my first ever games. It was my 3rd ever game on PS3. I know that for a fact, because when I got my PS3, I had 3 games: Uncharted 1, Resistance: Fall of Humankind, and what was it called? And Quest for Booty. And bro, my head is going 1 mile an hour. So yeah, so I think Quest for Booty has such a special meaning to me, and also A Crack in Time was so fun. You know, him being the last Lombax, finding another Lombax, being betrayed by him. It was a big spoiler alert, by the way. It was just so fun, and I really liked it. And you know, we haven't had as many Ratchet & Clank games in so far, but I do think that, you know, there's a room for more, and I think maybe like in, you know, 2-3 years, I think, you know, who knows, I would love to see a Ratchet & Clank remastered collection where we have all these different games. Even, I mean, going Commando, I think was really fun. I never really played that sort of gameplays of it. Overall, that's my decision. That's why I didn't put it on top of God of War, because I think God of War is fun, but Ratchet & Clank is more like, I want something chill, you know? I don't want to play a hardcore, super gory, super like fight game sometimes. Sometimes I just want to, you know, chillax, stay on my sofa, play chill games. And that's why I put Ratchet & Clank in 4th position over God of War. Don't be mad. My opinion, my video, my ranking. If you don't like it, put it in the comment and we can discuss it, or you can make your own video. But yeah, no aggression in round. But yeah, so like that's why I put in number 4. Perfect. So we are now in the podium position, the creme of the creme, and in position number 3 with a bronze medal, I won a Resistance remaster of the whole franchise. Resistance is an amazing game. It was, I think, one of my favorite games growing up, and it's one of those that I'd been craving the most, and that's why I want to put it in position 3. That Resistance 1 was so scary. I remember playing as a kid. Like I said, it was one of my first games on PlayStation 3, and it was just scary. I remember like playing some of the missions that were too, you know, I was too afraid. There's one mission in particular when you go into like the Chimera facility where they are making chimeras, and it was so creepy because you get to see the chimeras with all their equipment. And also like the hive in Resistance 2 that you need to run away from, and the dinosaur as well in Resistance 2. And the ending of Resistance 3 was actually really, really fucking cool. So one of the things I love as well about this game is the progression of the game. So, or the whole trilogy in general. Like first in Resistance 1, you play as Nathan Cole, where essentially, you know, you're just in World War II in Britain. You're trying to fight off an unknown enemy, and then eventually you learn that they're aliens, and you have to basically try and prevent them from invading, the world. In Resistance 2, it's set in the present day. The invasion has begun, the aliens are coming in, and you have to fight them off and prevent a full-scale invasion. And then Resistance 3, the invasion has happened, we got infected, we're playing now as a Capelli, one of the main characters of Resistance 2, and they were able to find a cure, but the aliens are still there, so you're not going to be able, they're basically dominating the Earth, the humankind is now almost extinct, and you have to find a way to destroy, to fight back. And the thing I love about this trilogy is the evolution of it. When it comes from a gun perspective, you first had a very simple loadout in the first Resistance. It was like shotgun, carabine, pistol, World War II style, World War I, World War II style guns. In Resistance 2, you get so many good weapons. You get a big variety of weapons. You still only can carry 3 types, I'm pretty sure. You can carry like 2 main weapons and 1 side armor, but it was so fun to use them. And the aliens as well, they were so much different from the first Resistance. And Resistance 1, the aliens are very simple, that you got the Chimera, couple of monsters, and that's it. In Resistance 2, it fully explodes. Like, there's so many different variations of the Chimeras. There's like, who remembers that one really cool mission where you have a shotgun and you're in that cinema and basically a bunch of eggs explode and you have like a massive horde of zombie coming in and you have to kill them all. It was so fun. And then in Resistance 3, you can use as many guns as you want. You need to basically find them, and once you find those guns, you get to keep them. You can use them whenever. And the aliens become so many more aliens, so many more hordes. There's one mission where you're like, I think you're in Manhattan or New York somewhere, and you have to fight off a massive zombie spider. It was so scary. But it was such a fun game, and overall the game was so fun. The story was great, the guns were great, the fighting was great. I loved all the characters, and I loved the cutscenes specifically. So I would love to replay a remake of this game so much. That's why I put this in position number 3. Okay, and now we are in position number 2, the silver medal, and that for me is another franchise that I want to see it remastered. Killzone. Killzone was the peak of shooting when it was on PlayStation 3. Yeah, obviously you had your Call of Duty, but Killzone 2 and 3, especially I think Killzone 3 was so fun. I remember playing it so many times. I definitely played the story more than once. I love the Elgast as an enemy, and I remember like I learned that years later. But like basically Killzone was supposed to be Halo. It was supposed to be a main competitor of Halo for Xbox 360. And I don't really think it worked, but it was still an amazing game. I loved playing as in Killzone. I love especially Killzone 3. I have so many good memories of when you play, in the jungle and those like fast Helgas come at you. I love the cutscenes, especially the intro of Killzone 3 is so unique, where you enter into the the television area and they start making a speech, because it gives a lot of like World War II vibes, with the Hitler and Nazis. I think the Elgas have a kind of similar juxtaposition. So I remember being so fun. I remember Killzone being such a fun game. The guns were really cool. The missions were really fun. The cutscene were really cool. Rico was so fun, like your sidekick. So yeah, I would love to replay Killzone. I never played Killzone 1, and that's why I'm a bit unsure about it. But Killzone 2 and Killzone 3 were so good, and I'd love to play them again. And hopefully the multiplayer will be on as well. I remember multiplayer for Killzone was very popular. I never played it, but I remember being very popular among my friends. Because, I mean, complete sidetrack, I never played multiplayer on PlayStation 3. Crazy, I never knew you could connect the PlayStation on Wi-Fi. I was living under a rock the whole time. It was horrible. But like, yeah, I only started playing on Wi-Fi on PlayStation 4. So yeah, PlayStation 3, Killzone, I'd love to see a remaster of that game. Such a unique game, such a unique story and gunfights, I love it. So, which game should be in position number 1? A lot of people will be talking about, maybe like some like God of War, maybe some people will say GTA 4, or your mom, I don't know. I want just one game. I just really want to play one game, Red Redemption 1. That's the one game I want. Rockstar, if you're listening to this, please, I know you're busy with like GTA 6, I know you're busy with the Red Redemption 3, but please give me a remastered of Red Redemption 1. I've never played it, I want to experience it, and I know some of you might say, but there's a remastered, not really a remastered, but there's a PS4 port for Red Redemption 1 on PlayStation Store, but I'm not paying 50 quid, 50 quid, maybe even 60 I think, but even if it's just 50 quid for something that's a PS3 version of a game, I'm sorry, I won't do it. I want a remastered Krispy Kreme game, full graphics, such, you know, I want to experience what I experienced in Red Redemption 2. And I remember because it was so fun, Red Redemption 2, I've never played that, I played it for the first time on streamer. It was an amazing game. I love Arthur, I loved, you know, John, I hated Micah, but then we killed them, so I was happy. But yeah, I just want to experience it for the first time. I want to replay Red Redemption 1, see what happens. I don't know much about the story. A few people kind of talk to it on streamer. So I would love to play it again, and I would love to, you know, bring it to the channel and you know, see what it's all about, all the hype about. But like I said, I know Red Dead Redemption 3 is in the making, and GTA 6, so it will be quite hard, you know, maybe we'll never see it, but I would love to have it, I would love to play it. Maybe they'll do it as a marketing campaign. If you pre-order, like they did with Call of Duty back in the day, if you pre-order the remastered, you also get the game. So if you pre-order Red Redemption 1 remastered, you'll get Red Redemption 3 as well, maybe for like 80 quid, so why not? Let's just spend all our money. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption 1, amazing game, I heard, and that's why Inspiration 1, I've never played it, I don't know that much about it. I could say here and read you out the Wikipedia page, but I don't want to. This is all about, everything I say in this podcast, or, you know, this videos, is all just my opinion, and you know, my experiences, you know, what I like. It's fun watching YouTube videos, but it's more fun when you play the actual game, so just do the things. And so this is it, this is my ranking, this is my kind of playlist of the way I will put these games. Like I said earlier, like, games are so important, and these games have really had an impact on my life. I've really had fun playing them. They've really kept me company in those moments of school, and, you know, like throughout my life, and I really want them to replay them. You know, it's one of those things with remastered, I think it's all very, you know, close to the heart. Like, we all want to replay games we had a good experience on, and games that we had fun, you know, playing. So I think, you know, it's never like a right answer or which game should be remastered first. It's for everyone has a different opinions based on the experiences they had in those games. But for me, gaming is so important, and that's why I would love to re-see these games on PlayStation 5 or even on PC. But overall, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you had different opinions, and if you don't like my ranking, I don't care. No, I'm joking. But like, if you don't like it, let me know in the comments what you would change around. If maybe some people, I think a lot of people would not agree with putting Ratchet and Clank so high, but we'll see. Like I said, it's very personal. It's what I like. It's what I felt because of the hype around those games and because of the emotional connection I have towards those games. But yeah, thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much for all the support. And streams will start again soon. I know there's a bit of a topic I left behind. I had family around. Even just recording this video took me 5 days because I have to record one section, then stop, a section, then stop, because my family is always around. But overall, yeah, I'm so happy that you know, everything we're doing and the community we're building, like I always say. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Like and comment and tell me what you want to see next. Love you all. See you soon. Bye.